Hi, everybody. Jon Sharp here from Hardenbergh Insurance Group. And I'm thrilled to welcome Jason Wolf, the managing principal at WCRE. Jason's company is a full-service commercial real estate and advisory firm, and he's located in Marlton and in Philadelphia. Jason, welcome.
Hey, John, how are you? Good to be here, and thanks for inviting us to participate.
Hey, so Jason, we're really right smack in the middle of this COVID-19 pandemic. It's been a serious market disruptor for all industries, both big and small. And we thought it'd be helpful for our clients and our friends in the community if we connected with professionals like yourself that serve in specific sectors. We thought this would allow us to understand what's really going on in the different areas and to understand it from a true professional point of view. So again, we thank you for joining us.
No problem.
I'm just going to ask you a couple questions. First one is, how has this pandemic affected the commercial real estate market?
I think it's too early to tell still. For us, we decided as a company last Sunday night, so this is really day 10 for us, to really shut down our office operation. And I think we have the ability to work remotely, so it's easy for us to work from home, and our phones and Zoom conference calls like this has allowed us to continue dialogue and communications with all of our clients. So far, I think it's still too early to tell what the effects will be. I don't think we've really seen any dramatic slowdown yet. We're usually probably several months behind that curve. So, it's still a little too early to tell, in my opinion.
Based on your experience, do you anticipate this impacting you in the long run? And if so, what is the long run and how long do you think it'll last?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think it's going to have an effect on everybody in the entire world. I think we've all been affected in some way, whether it's through the financial markets, the stock markets, their business revenue. The good news from this is interest rates are extraordinarily low right now. We are in touch with lenders and bankers on a daily basis. Rates are at an all-time low. So if you're looking to acquire real estate right now, it's probably the most opportune time in the U.S. history, really. So my biggest concern is what's going to happen with tenants that have rent coming due in the next week or the next month, and are they starting to look for concessions or some kind of discount from the landlords until things calm down? I have talked to several large property owners in our region, and I'm really staying in touch with them to see if tenants are calling them for any kind of assistance, and there really has not been much of that yet, which is good. And if they do, most landlords are planning on honoring that request by giving some sort of agreement, whether it's a rent concession, and in return the tenant might give a lease extension for the landlord, so it's a win-win for both. So there's a little bit of security for the landlord to have more term from that tenant. But overall, I'm not anticipating a dramatic slowdown. I think it's going to be a quick, if we can come out of this thing in the next couple of weeks, I expect the pent-up demand is going to be off to the races again, and it's back to normal.
All right. How about anything creative that we can do as either a tenant or a landlord that you haven't mentioned? I know you talked a little bit about talking to your landlord about being creative, but is there anything else out there that we could think through?
Over the next couple of weeks, we're actually planning as a company to reach out to a lot of our clients that are owner occupants in real estate right now. Mm-hmm. And if they own their real estate, but they may be in need of capital or cash, so we're trying to help them with strategies to maybe consider alternative, deal structures, like doing a sell-leaseback, so they could maybe sell their building and in return they do a long-term lease, and they get a nice infusion of cash if they need it.
Last question for you. I know you're working at home. What's your favorite activity that's going on right now as you're working from home? What do you like most?
Exercise is important. I think that's the one thing I'm getting out of this. I've worked out every day in the last 10 days, and I try to work out 3 to 4 days a week when we weren't going through all this, but now I'm exercising a little bit more because I got a little more time at home. We've already had one company Zoom happy hour last Thursday. We're doing another one tomorrow. So, I have a responsibility as a business owner to lead by example, and I'm trying to do that with my organization to keep everybody happy and smiling, while also understanding at the same time that, got to keep things in perspective as well.
Great thoughts. Well, hey, Jason, we appreciate you coming on and sharing some thoughts in regards to commercial real estate. How can people get in touch with you if they want to talk more about some of the things you discussed?
You can visit our website at wolfcre.com. You can call us, you can email us, text us. Our team is 24/7, always available. We're part of this community, and we're here to help anyone we can. And this isn't about money for us. This is about doing the right things, and we have an obligation to really help everyone out as much as we can right now.
All right, great. Well, Jason, again, appreciate you coming on, and wish you good as you work from home.
John, thank you. Be well, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, buddy. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.